Starting from the shape now, let's go to the shape. So we have this rectangle, a square now. This is a square. So now coming to a square, from a square you can change it to a rectangle. You understand? So you can, let's leave it as a rectangle. So from this rectangle now, let's let's use the radius. Okay, radius 10. All right. Then we'll come to um okay, let's come to opacity. We change the opacity to, you see the opacity now, you can, but this one we are putting it as 100. Then the color, change the color to, okay, something like this. Then we'll come to the stroke. Come to the stroke color. We'll put a black stroke. A black stroke. This is a stroke white to show the stroke. Okay, I want it to be in 4 and in black color. So that is for the stroke. We can click on edit again to edit it. We have, okay, I want the stroke to be blur. Okay, I want it to be blur. So you see that kind of blurry there. So, and maybe I need another shape there. I copy, I copy it. So copying it now, you see there is another one that I can edit it also. Now editing it now, I can change the size. I want it to be inside of it, so I will reduce the size. Then I will come to my color, change my color maybe to white. Okay, so I have white there and white inside. So now let's put everything to center. So now let's put everything to center. This is the relative position. I click on the two center, so everything will be in center. Relative position to be in the center. So see, it's already in the center. So now my inbox, the box that is inside, I want it to show a kind of, I will add shadows to it to make it realistic, to not just be a color, to make it more creative. Let me add shadows to it, even if there's blurry stroke at it, but let me add shadow to it. I'm adding black shadow and the radius of 10, and my x3, my y3 also. So now you see that little shadow there. So now let's come to organize for my shape. So now let's come to I want to add another shape into it to make it look another. I want to give it another look. You understand? So now let's look at what can we add, what can we add, what can we add, what can we add to change the look. We need to change how it looks. We need to change how it looks. So now let's see. Okay, let's see how the shape look. All right, something like this. Should we go for something? I think. Let's see. Let's see. After all, we are in Valentine moment. Let's go for something like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, let's copy again and let's bring it down. So now this one, now we want it to be inside. We'll reduce the size also. Then we'll change the color edit. Change the color. Something maybe red. So since I've changed the color, let's reduce the size so it will be inside. So you see that inside there. See that inside there. So now we have I have something interesting there. So let's let's make it more interesting. You understand? What I'm gonna do now, I'm going to do something very very interesting now. I will have a kind of how do I call it? There'll be a kind of cutout in the shape. I want to make the shape look another way around. I don't want it to look this same way anymore. You understand? So it will have a different look entirely. So that is what I am driving at. Now let's look at, okay, the outward shape, the back of the square. I'm changing the color. I'm changing the color to red, and the one inside I'll change it to white. Change it to white. I'll change it again to white now, so that I will get what I'm driving at. Make sure you position it again to the center in case if it is scattered. Make sure you position it to the center so you can get exactly what you want. So I will resize again so I can get exactly what I want. So I can get exactly what I want. So now I will. What I'm gonna do now is this shape, join them together, merge them together. You see the margin. When I click on this mark here, then it will bring out the box. I click on the box, click two boxes together, and this is what we call merge. This is what we call merge here. You see that sign that shows two arrows, that's joining two arrows together. That's what we call merge. Are you sure you want to merge this object together? So merge the two objects together, they will become one. So that is how we merge them together. So now this merging now, let's erase color. Let's come to, you see I'm using those tools. Erase color. I'm erasing the color. Now this is, you see this place that shows wow. See, it will bring the kind of color I want to erase. If I'm going to use this pick tool to pick the color I want to erase, you see, out of this one, if I want to erase the red, I'll use the pick tool to pick the red. So I'll just pick the red and I'll press OK. You see, it will erase the red. So, but if I'm not picking that, I'll come back to pick my white. You see, then I click on it. So it picks the white and it cleans off the white. It erases the white color. So now, when I've erased the white color, so what I want to do now is, the next thing to do now is to I want to imply the shape into it. I want to cut that shape into it. So now I will have, let's go back before we cut out it. Let's go back before we remove the color. Let's make a copy. Let's make another copy. So okay, that is, let's make another copy. So now cut out let's cut out what we want. So we'll just, let's give this one on this shape, let's give it another color entirely. It will be color, maybe, let's give it color black. Okay, so then we'll merge this shape, this one exactly, merge it to the shapes together, merge them together. You see, we've merged them together, they have become one shape. So now I'm erasing that black. Now I'm erasing the black. Okay, erase color. See, no, I'm not erasing this, I'm erasing the black. You see that I've erased the black. Now coming to this place, I will now bring this one back to that position where I erased those. Now you see it's as the back of this shape. I'm bringing it to the front, You see. Now, let's move it. Let's position it. Make sure you make use of your position very well. Position it to the right position. Now, I think we are in the right position, abi? So now let's now make use of erasing the white. Now let's erase the white. Erase color. You have erased the white. Okay. So now erasing the white now, you see it has a different shape entirely. So now if we add this together, merge this together, we have a different shape entirely. So when you tell someone that you create this shape, there are a lot of shapes like that you can actually create by merging and conjoining shapes together. You understand? So, and erasing and making use of your tools. So now let's input our name, my name, as designed. You know that our first design we joined them together. Eminent, eminent design, eminent design. 1, 2, 3. So now bringing it down here, I have my color. What did I use for my color before? I think I used something of maybe white. Okay. So let me let me highlight the eminent alone. I'm highlighting only the eminence. Now, okay, because of okay, I think I'll add a stroke, no color. Then this one will be, I think this one was orange or something like that. Okay, so now I have stroke also. Okay, stroke of 4. Then I have my fonts. I changed my fonts to, you know, I think I make use of um something like this, something fonts, fonts. Sa ṣé ẹ ti gẹ́ẹ̀tì ìkọ́ tó fẹ́ gẹ́ẹ̀tì? Mo ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ gbé ni. Kí ẹ fún mi kí sà. Alright, I'm sorry for the interaction. So let's continue. From the design, we'll change the font to something like this. Okay, so you know, align center. Alright, okay, so align center. So then from there, we'll look at, okay, now change the size, increase the size, increasing the size. So now align everything. Let it be in the center. So increasing the size. See it as it's visible now. Let's change it to 3D. know to change it to 3D. Now my 3D, my depth, I reduce it to 5. Okay, then from there, I my rotation, my y rotation is in y rotation is at 10, x rotation at 5. So then to stay that way and also be in the center, it's also in the center. So now my shape also, I'm changing it, I'm putting it in a rotation also. I'm putting it in a rotation. So my x rotation is 5, my y 10. Does it will align together with my right up. So now, okay, I think my shape is getting more further than okay. So my shape will be in 5. My x, I'll leave it at 3. Or hello, let's leave it at 2. So that both of them will stay in alignment. Okay, I think this is good. So I just so on the shape, so the merging of the shapes and everything, that is what I wanted to look at. So by the time we'll be working on real design, then all these things will be helpful. So thank you so much. So now I want you to also work on this and give me your results. Okay.